Hello everybody, this is Lodge, and today I'm going to talk about my first thoughts of the Tales of Arise demo that recently came out. I am playing this on Xbox Series X, but it's also available on the original Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. So if after this video you want to try it out for yourself, you actually can. Now before I get into talking about the actual demo, I'm going to say the only other Tales of game that I played all the way through is Tales of Symphonia. And that game came out all the way back on the GameCube in 2003, so sometimes I might say how much better this demo is, and like how better it feels in Symphonia. And I know that there's almost 2 decades of improvements, but that's the only other game that I have to really base and compare this off to. And now, onto the video. So once you start the demo, you get a lot of options of how you want to change the sound and stuff for the game, and I didn't change any of that. And then you get to choose which character you want to control through the demo. At least that's what I initially thought, although you're able to switch through the characters as you are playing it. The only thing that's really different about which character you choose here is the ending cutscene movie thing, which will be specific to the character you choose here. So there is some replay value to going through this demo like 6 times. The characters you're able to choose are Alphen, Xion, Rinwell, Law, Kisara, and Dolim. I'm not sure if I'm saying some of these names wrong or right. I'm sorry, my pronunciation is honestly super bad for these character names. And I'm not sure if these will be all the characters you see in the final game, like if this is your full party, but I'm betting it's the majority of the party and we'll probably get like 2 more characters. I mean, we'll see. I hope it's not the full party. I decided to play as Alphen since he seems like the Lloyd Irving of this game. Once you select the character you want, you get a little cutscene showing off the area you'll be playing through. The Land of Green. And I'll bring this up again later, but just from this little cutscene, the game looks so pretty. And I love all the colors that are used in the scenery. Also, this demo doesn't seem to start from the actual start of the full game. It kind of throws you in and you have a bunch of characters with you. And just like that, we're able to start walking around. We're able to move, jump, and dash. After walking around for a little bit, we get a cutscene of Alphen and Xion talking about how the Zeugles, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Once again, this is a weird name for the main entity of one of these First Thoughts videos. And after talking about a little exposition that are probably going to make more sense through playing the main game. How the Zeugles are going to basically be everywhere in this game. But just then, after that cutscene, we were thrown in their very first battle in the demo, and I have to say that the combat in this game just feels so good to play. You have 3 attacks or arts that are either set to A, X, or Y, with B being the jump button. You can also dodge attacks by pressing the right trigger and any of the directionals with the left stick. And when the bars fill up, you can like press one of the directions on the D-pad to have the party members do like a special move. You also do this like special move for the characters that are not in your current party. I really like that since it seems like these characters are actually still in the battle and kind of matter even if they're not in your exact party. Also, if you do like enough damage or get a high combo, you can do a cool strike, which is basically an insta-kill. It has a cool move which has whichever party member you choose and their partner. It seems like some of these characters are linked together for some of these moves. And after having a lot of fun in this battle system, like I'll talk about that even much more later, but the combat in this game is just amazing. Like I really want to play as like every character in this game and really learn how to utilize them in the best way possible. Anyway, we kill all the enemies, get into the cutscene with some cute banner, and here we're able to explore the world. You're able to pick up some stuff that later down the line you can use to like cook different meals for various benefits. And there are some enemies on the overworld that you're just able to like run to and fight. And I did that honestly a lot in this demo. And once you finish a battle, you don't have to end on like a battle screen that you just simply click through. You are just sent back to the main world and are able to start walking around again. You can see the battle end screen stats that are just to the side. Oh, and you can hear the characters even talking to each other after the battle too. I honestly really like this change. It gets you back into the gameplay faster without losing anything that were present in the past games. Now we walk past the bridge and start talking to this man. He says that we should head to the head of Vincent, the capital of Min-Ancia. He also says that the area will have a lot to traverse is dangerous, but we'll be okay because it's honestly super fun to fight things. And here I'll start talking about all the different characters' fighting styles and how fun they are to play. First, Alphen, he is like a standard sword fighter who if you hold down an attack, you can create like a huge fire attack. He's pretty basic and probably the best for newcomers. Next, Xion, she is like a healer who also uses a gun, so thanks Charlotte from Xenoblade Chronicles. Her attacks are like kind of slow to pull together, although I didn't play as her too much in this demo, so maybe I can switch some other attacks out to get some better combos with her. Lot is a close range fist fighter, and he was pretty fun to use since you can get a lot of combos out of him. Rinwell is a mage. By the way, I love her giant mage hood thing, just looks so cute. And in Symphonia, I didn't exactly care to play as the sorcerer or mage character in that game, but for this game it felt nice to quickly dish out spells to attack, especially as this bird owl thing, and it's super cute. Kisara basically uses a giant shield to attack her enemies, and she's also super cool. And finally, Dohalim is like an earth monk who's apparently a lord and can create plants to trap enemies. And yeah, those are all the characters you can play as. I love all the character designs for these characters, and they all look so unique. And I just gotta say that just from the character design alone, this might be one of my favorites, just from honestly just how the characters look. As I'm walking through the world and finding everything we can to play as all these different characters, I get told that this one monster is probably much harder than the others. And after some careful consideration, I take the challenge on, because honestly, why not? And then everyone in the party started dying. Like, I died once and used the life bottle to get back up, then I was fighting and then quickly glanced at my party stats and then they were all dead. I'm not sure how this happened, but after some constant healing and getting them all back up and getting a lot of combos, that game's honestly super fun. I just get loads of combos and do a lot of damage. But anyways, we finally beat him and basically get nothing special, since it is a demo, but I'm happy that I was able to do it. Oh, and by the way, as you're walking around the world, you can press the right bumper to start a skit. These are basically like party chats that would be in like Dragon Quest, and these have the characters talk about honestly basically anything. Like, usually it could be related to the story that just happened, or just want to talk. And most of them are pretty funny since you get a better look at these characters and how they work. And at least all of these were pretty funny. I love that they are all fully voiced, and all the frames have the characters in different poses to make them much more visually interesting compared to like Symphonia's. And honestly, the skits are at their best when they get the whole cast in one of them. Like, you can see them all interact with each other. Though, honestly, all the skits are good at fleshing out the characters in different ways that you wouldn't see in the main story. Also, there are some campfires where you can either reminisce past skits or cutscenes and be able to cook for various effects. I chose to have Renouille make some ice cream because it sounded good, and I thought Renouille would do well with that. And after fighting through a ton of enemies, swimming through this beautiful river, and finding these cute pigs, like, I want to know whose idea it was to give the pigs a different trait, because these are too cute with them, with the rabbit ears. I finally made it to town. However, the city is under lockdown because of two huge monsters. And I don't know how to actually say that Z-word monster name, so I'm just gonna call it monsters for now. But I think that giant boar I fought earlier was one of them, because I only fought one, and after this we were good. And we set out to slay the monster, and hopefully get some decent accommodations from doing so. To make it back towards the monster we have to kill. And this guy is like a giant mantis or something. Well, after fighting it and doing a lot of combos and damage, we were finally able to defeat it. These fights honestly aren't too hard, especially if you use some items. I mean, it makes sense, this is probably the beginning of the game, and it's the demo, so you don't want it to be too hard so that people will actually buy the game. But yeah, I honestly had a lot of fun with these. And then we get sent straight back to town, get our food and room for taking out the monster, and that's when a cutscene about Alphen starts. It gives us a little trailer for the game. I guess Bandai Namco really loves to do these at the ends of their demos. Like, they even had one at the end of the Scarlet Nexus demo. But yeah, that was the end of the demo. And as far as I know, every other character basically has the same demo, just a different trailer at the end of theirs. And yeah, I gotta say, I really like this demo. It was a little shorter than an hour of playtime, and I did a lot more fights than I would have normally done, so it went by pretty quick. And I gotta say, this is probably like one of the only demos I've played that I kinda wish was longer. Like, the end of the other demos was like, oh yeah, perfect length. Showed off the game. But for this one, I really do wish it was longer and we got more story stuff, because even though I kind of stretched it out, I was expecting there to be at least a little part of the town. Guess I gotta buy the game. And I gotta say, I really love the art style of the game. It just makes all the environments look amazing. I just love like even like the skybox in the background. The character designs are also so nice. I just love how all the characters look. And all of their armors. It's just like everything about them. They all just look so good. I also love the battle system, like I said before. It feels just so fluid. I can just do so much with them. Like when playing in Symphonia, I only played like as half the cast when I really wanted to actually have fun with the game and have like a good time. But in this game, I could honestly just play as any of them and had just a great time. Like, I think they did a really good job making me want to play as every single character, and they're all just so different from each other. I know I really haven't said anything about the music so far. It was pretty good. Nothing really blew my mind, but I'm sure in the main game there'll be some great tracks, because the Tales of games have a lot of good music. The main battle theme was pretty good, just nothing that was like, whoa, I gotta listen to this more. And I love the skits in this. Like I said before, making them have some more movement really makes them more enjoyable. Oh, I also love how these have voice acting. It's super nice and can really get me to pay attention and listen to the characters. And finally, I love these pigs. I don't know why the other animals look like their real life counterparts. You can even milk the cows. Oh, and the horses just look so swole. Like, who amped them up? And yeah, I really enjoyed this short demo. I kind of wish there was more. I guess there is more, but I wish there was more for this character. And once again, if you want to try out this demo for yourself, you can download it on the Xbox or PlayStation Store. Sorry, PC gamers. Hopefully you can enjoy this game too soon. And I hope you liked the video. Have a good day, and goodbye.